Hello everyone. So today we're going to explain RPN, AP and SOD methods in FME. RPN means risk priority number, AP means action priority, and SOD means severity, occurrence, detection methods. These are the three different types of methods that are used in FMEA. So we're going to explain all these things in our today's video. First of all, we need to understand what is our agenda for today's video. This is our agenda, that we are going to explain what is RPN, how to calculate RPN, what is action priority, how to calculate action priority, what is SOD and how to calculate SOD, why we have shifted from RPN to action priority, example of RPN, action priority and SOD, what is the manual and guidelines that are being used in FMEA. So we're going to explain all these things in our today's video. So first of all, we need to understand that what is RPN number in FMEA. So RPN is nothing but risk priority number. It is a risk assessment tool that is basically used in traditional FMEA. Earlier in FMEA, we're going to use that RPN number. Now at this moment, we are not using RPN. We're using action priority. Okay. So RPN number that helps to prioritize the failures based on severity, occurrence, and detection. It helps to prioritize the failures, the risk based on the severity, occurrence, and detection. So now we need to understand that what is the formula for RPN. The formula for RPN is basically severity multiplied by occurrence multiplied by detection. Now severity means what? It is the severity means how critical the process is, how critical the risk is. That is basically understood by severity. It shows the criticality. Okay. Occurrence means how frequently it is happening. And detection means how easily you can detect it or how difficult it is for you to detect. That is basically given in detection. So there is 1 to 10 scale is there. So we basically given a number 1 to 10 for severity. For occurrence also we given a number between 1 to 10, and for detection also given a number from 1 to 10. So RPN number can be maximum 1000. Why? Because severity can be maximum 10, occurrence can be maximum 10, and detection can be maximum 10. So 10 into 10 into 10, that is equal to RPN number that can be maximum 1000. Okay. Now, there is some rules that need to follow for RPN. If the RPN number is 0 to 50, it is basically low risk. 50 to 100, it is basically medium risk. 100 to 200 is basically high risk. But greater than 200, it is very high risk. So, higher RPN number indicates you that the problem is very serious, it is very critical, and you need to intervene. You need to solve the problem, you need to do some brainstorm. Otherwise your system will fail. Your process will perform badly and you will suffer. There will be failures. So to avoid the failures, this RPN number gives you an alert, an indication that you need to act promptly. That is the basic fundamentals of RPN. I think it is clear to you, everyone. Whatever the way I have explained, I think it should be clear to you that what is the basic fundamentals of RPN. Now, I am moving into the action priority in FMEA. What is action priority in FMEA? So, action priority is the latest risk prioritized method that is being introduced in FMEA. Okay. Earlier we are using that RPN method. Now we are using action priority method as per the latest guidelines that are given in FMEA by AIAG and VDA, first edition. Okay. So it focuses more on severity, then occurrence, then detection, rather than only a number calculation. In RPN, we are finding one number. It can be 100, 200, 300, 500. Okay. But in action priority, we basically prioritize the risk based on the severity, then occurrence, then detection. So here, there are, now I will explain that how to calculate action priority. So action priority is calculated based on the action priority table that is been given by AIAG and VDA in their first edition guidelines. Okay. From the table, we find out action priority. Now, action priority, it is not a number. It is given as a categorization that it can be high, it can be medium, or it can be low. So it can be high risk, medium risk, or low risk. Based on the table, based on the severity, occurrence, and detection, you basically go to the action priority table and you will find out that what is the category for your action priority, whether it is a high risk, it is a medium risk, or it is a low risk. So that is how you need to calculate action priority. Now, we need to understand that what is SOD method in FMEA. SOD means severity, occurrence, and detection. So it is basically used to evaluate the risk in the FMEA, failure mode and effects analysis. Now, these three factors helps to identify critical processes or design failures. Now, if my severity is suppose 9, occurrence is 8, and detection is 7, then SOD number will become 987. So it also prioritizes the severity, then occurrence, then detection. So it doesn't focus on the number itself, rather it focuses on the severity. So now there comes, hello, this is Surajit Banerjee, a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. I welcome you all to our channel, the Lean Six Sigma World, a go-to place for mastering the concept of Lean Six Sigma in all aspects. I have written one book that is basically Untold Story of Lean Six Sigma. It is a comprehensive book for all of you to understand and master the fundamentals of Lean Six Sigma in all aspects. Everything has been covered with proper examples. So this book will be a one-stop solution for you to learn and to master Lean Six Sigma. It is available everywhere in Amazon Kindle, in Amazon paperback, and Flipkart also it is available. So you can go and search this book. I have given the link of this book in my description, so you can go and check out this book. We are getting very good feedback about this book, so you can go and check this book. Now, we need to understand that why we are shifting from RPN to action priority. Why it is that the shifting has taken place from RPN to action priority? Because in RPN number, there is a multiplication of severity, occurrence, and detection. So if you change the combination of SOD, you will get the same RPN number. So it creates a confusion that which problem, which risk you need to attack first. You will get confused in RPN. But in action priority, the preference is given first the severity, then occurrence, and then detection. So here you can identify which problem is the most critical and the most serious where I need to focus on. So that is the basic difference, and that's why we have shifted from RPN number to action priority number as per the latest edition of AIAG and VDA guidelines. So limitation of RPN we need to understand. What is the limitation? Because RPN number may ignore the high severity risk, because it can give you the same number. If you change the combination of SOD also, you will get the same number. So it basically ignored the high severity risk. That's why we have, that was basically the limitation of RPN, and we have shifted from RPN to action priority as per the latest edition of AIAG and VDA. Now, an example of RPN, action priority, and SOD. This example will clear everything to you. See, in RPN example, I've given if the severity is 8, occurrence is 5, detection is 9, RPN number becomes 360. Now the severity increases to 10, occurrence 6, detection 6, RPN number again 360. So how can you detect which problem is the most critical and more serious? Here the severity has increases to 10, but your RPN number is still at 360. So both are same, 360, 360. So which problem you should focus on? You cannot identify from RPN number. Now go to the action priority. First case, the severity is 8, occurrence is 5, detection is 9, and as per the action priority table, you get it is a high risk. Now, the severity decreases to 6, occurrence 6, detection 10. As per the action priority table, the action priority becomes it is a medium risk. See, you can see here clearly that when my severity decreases, the risk priority, the risk criticality has also decreased from high to medium. So action priority, we give the preference to the severity. Okay, that has been proven here by the example. Now I'm moving into SOD. In SOD, if my severity is 8, occurrence is 5, detection is 9, SOD becomes 859. Because in SOD, you place the number one by one. You get the number SOD, 859. Now severity is 9, occurrence is 7, detection is 6. You get the SOD number as 976. So higher SOD. Because why it has increased? Because my severity has increased. Occurrence, then detection. So it gives you SOD number of 976. So here also you can see that the priority and the first preference is given to severity, then occurrence, and then detection. So that is the basic example and the fundamentals, the relationship among RPN, action priority, and SOD, and why we are shifting from RPN to action priority. So that is the basic clarity that I've given through this example. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, share this video, and subscribe to our channel and turn on notification for more insightful content. And you can also join our exclusive WhatsApp community to get free updates on Lean Six Sigma tools and technique everything you can get from our WhatsApp community itself. And subscribe to our channel and turn on notification for more insightful content. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being part of this journey with the Lean System world. So thank you so much.